Are there any Bobby approved food options at a 7-Eleven? Well, we're gonna go inside and find out, because a lot of people sometimes have busy days or doing road trips and they stop here to get gas and get some food. And I wanna know if there's some good options, so let's go shopping. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Look at this. 7-Eleven makes their own brand of cold pressed juices? That is in glass containers? Classy AF. Look at this, cold pressed, tart cherry, purple carrot. Make sure there's no BS ingredients in here. No, look at that. It's just organic tart cherries, organic blueberries, organic cranberries. This one is strawberry banana tart cherry, all organic, cold pressed, flash pasteurized. That's unbelievable. This is by far so much better than this. So these are like the OG of drinks, like Naked Juice. Naked Juice is not cold pressed, and even though this is flash pasteurized, this is heavily pasteurized. When you have living nutrients in vegetables like this and fruit, they get nuked or killed when it's high heat pasteurized. Flash pasteurized is better. But look at this. Yes, they put the fruits and vegetables in here, but they're not organic, and they put natural flavoring, which is the biggest lie in the grocery store. 7-Eleven juices for the win. That is super cool. Wow. Right? If I came in here on a hot summer day and wanted a refresher, that's what I would get. Hold on a second. Amidst the Reese's and milk chocolate pretzels, Skinny Dip. They make those chocolate peanut butter cups at Costco that are Bobby approved. And my friends, these are chocolate dipped almonds that are actually Bobby approved too. You get a pack for $6.19 because they're almonds, dark chocolate, cane sugar, and maple sugar, and the milk in here is non-GMO certified, but it does have cane sugar. But if you saw my recent video about snacks at Costco, when you talk about chocolates, there is a threshold to the amount of sugar in the subjective Bobby approved mentality. And when 18 almonds only have 3 grams of added sugar, and 2 of those are probably cane sugar, 1 is maple sugar, I can deal with that, because the alternative would be something with horrific ingredients. So this is actually Bobby approved. Very, very cool to see. Holy cow, for $6.19. Wow. You gotta be a hungry hippo to eat that beef stick. My gosh, what is that, like a 16-inch sausage here? Wow. Larissa's Kitchen, made with grass-fed beef, hickory smoked here. Grass-fed beef, water, salt, cane sugar. It's 1 gram of sugar total and comes up as 0. Anytime you see sugar on the ingredient list, but it shows 0 added in the nutritional facts, that means it's so little, they don't even have to put it on the ingredient list. This is actually very solid, my friends. I love the flavoring of nutmeg, garlic, and celery powder, and mustard powder. Larissa's Kitchen, Bobby approved. This is probably one of the better apple juices on the market, Martelli's. Why? Because they're US grown fresh apples. I've done videos in the past, but a lot of apple juice is from concentrate, which is highly processed, but it comes from other countries like China and Turkey and stuff like that. This is US apples, not from concentrate. Very, very solid. Protein bars. Oh, by the way, we just started development on the Flav City protein bar. Give me about 7 or 8 months. Think low carb, crunchy, creamy candy bar, protein bar with literal best-in-class ingredients. But if I was here and I'm looking at the options, I would probably go, even though I'm not a huge fan, with the RX bar, because it doesn't have a lot of the horrible ingredients or any seed oils or palm oils that most protein bars have. But see how it says no BS here? That is BS, because when you look at the ingredients here, they have natural flavorings in all of them. But compared to like Cliff Bars and Fit Crunches and kinds, it's a better option. Let's play a game. How many grams of sugar do you think will be in this size cherry Slurpee? Do you think it's above or below 80 grams of sugar in this size here? I'm gonna go above. Leave your comment down below. Energy drinks are all a hard no. I've done videos on the past about that. Should I make a Flav City energy drink in the future? Because the market is ripe for a good one that doesn't have fake sugars and tons of artificial flavors and stuff like that. Leilani gave me the thumbs up. This is kind of interesting. If I was gonna choose a bottle of water here, I would get Liquid Death, not because it has an amazing art design on here, because it's in aluminum, non-toxic aluminum, whereas all these other waters, even though this is spring water, This is in plastic. I just did a YouTube short or Instagram reel about stop drinking water out of plastic because they're finding alarming rates of nano and microplastics in the water and then in our body. Because this water can be in here forever. Even though it's good water, that's spring water, this is spring water too. Spring water is naturally alkaline and really good for you. In aluminum or in glass is the only way to go. I just made a video about that. Be on the lookout for that. Liquid Death is phenomenal. And if you want to bring like a bottle of water with you from home in your Yeti, that's the best thing to do, but stop drinking water out of plastic. We're done with plastic, my friends. A lot of people don't think about the ingredients in gum, but they're not good. And I'll give you, for example, something like this, which is a cleaner feeling gum. Almost always the sweeteners in these are sugar alcohols that are very disruptive to your gut. Sorbitol, mannitol, and xylitol. All three of these are very gut disruptive, and you chew the gum and you swallow those, so it does affect your gut and digestion. The sweeteners are Ace K and aspartame, two of the worst artificial man-made sweeteners. And there's also artificial flavors in here. So this is par for the course for gum, which most people don't think about the ingredients. I don't see it here, but the only Bobby approved one that's not perfect, but it's way better, is called Simply Gum. It has 2 grams of cane sugar, but doesn't have any of the other BS ingredients. Okay, I see a lot of chips here. Classic chips fried in the seed oils, tostones, and other stuff. Chicharrone, actually. So I guarantee you can pick up any chip here, and it's going to be fried in your typical oil, like artificial colors in there, artificial flavoring, and vegetable oil. But this is a chicharrone, 7-Eleven brand here, and it's not going to be fried in horrible oil. It's actually fried in its own oil. It does have natural smoke flavoring. So natural smoke flavoring doesn't always mean natural flavors. It can be condensed smoke. Think of like distilled moonshine, and the drops are smoke flavoring. So this really is probably one of your better options here, because yes, the pork is going to be low quality pork, but it's the skin and it's fried in pork fat, not in seed oil. So actually not a bad option here. We'll stay away from that. I don't think there's anything remotely Bobby approved there. I mean, this is a solid choice of protein. This is prosciutto wrapped mozzarella cheese. It's $1.99. I mean, the only issue with it is that the cheese comes from GMO milk. The prosciutto comes from pigs that have a GMO diet, but it's actually a high quality source of protein, and this whole snack has 10 grams. So 10 grams of protein for $1.99. I would get that if I really was hungry and needed a bite to eat. Pickle bites? Let's see. I guarantee these will have a nasty preservative called polysorbate 80. Let's see. So fresh cucumbers, sodium benzoate, polysorbate 80, natural flavor. I always find that cheap pickles, usually the ones found at like fast food joints, always have these nasty preservatives in here that are to be avoided. So I'd say no on that, unfortunately. When you can predict the ingredients before you pick it up, you know you've been doing this a long time. You've seen it all. Look at that. You can get your own coffee. They have all of the different creamers here. They have milk. Oh, and sugars. Wow, this is like a little... More coffee. Oh my gosh, yeah, look at that. And espressos. Holy cow, welcome to the barista corner of 7-Eleven. This is actually pretty classy. So I've done videos in the past about these kind of creamers. I mean, they're literally horrific. You look at International Delight here, you're talking about over a teaspoon of added sugar per serving, palm oil, artificial flavors, preservatives, just black coffee. And what would you choose? Reduced fat milk or whole milk? What would you choose? What do you think is the better for you option? If you said reduced fat, you're a product of the 80s like I was, who was brainwashed that fat is bad. Fat is good, and dairy fat is good, because what lives in the fat of dairy? Omega-3 fatty acids, which are very good for you. Always get whole milk dairy. Obviously, if it's organic or grass-fed, it'd be better. But a black coffee with whole milk, not this powder, is way, way better. Whoa, look at this. Nitro cold brew coffee or nitro cold brew tea. That's Bobby approved, because you take cold brew, which is a lower acid coffee compared to hot brewed coffee. Lower acid means more tummy friendly. Then you hit it with nitrous oxide and it makes it the Guinness effect. I've actually never had cold brew tea, but we're gonna do cold brew coffee. Splash of whole milk in there. Cheers, right? That's caffeine on a hot day. It's not very nitro, but it's very refreshing. All right, friends, that is it from 7-Eleven. The good news is there are a lot of Bobby approved options that are sweet, savory, and refreshing. So if you're on a road trip, if you happen to find yourself out and about and you need a Bobby approved snack or refresher, head into 7-Eleven. If you have more ideas for places to go, I was thinking maybe heading over to the food court at the mall and seeing what's Bobby approved. Let me know. I love these ideas. Leave a comment down below. But I am out of here. Cheers to a cold brew nitro-ish.